Dennis Prager, Dave Smith, Cenk Uygur, Gaza, war crimes, mass graves. It's all here. Israeli forces gunning down ambulance crews, burying civilians in ditches and lying about it for the cameras. And instead of facing it, defenders like Prager scream libel like that erases the blood. Watch the collapse of the moral defense of Israel right here, right now.
These are atrocities.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I see. So this is the same as blowing up school buses of children.
I didn't say it's the same.
Equating them.
No,
yes,
I didn't.
Then you're using the same term.
You said that. I didn't say that. Okay, I'll be very, very quick. My point was that you mentioning an atrocity that happened in the past did not counter the point that I just made, that this destroys Israel's defense for this war. And I just made the point that I could name atrocities too. You're now claiming that I'm equating things that I never said were the same and accusing me of libel, which is tired. Sir, respectfully, it's a tired accusation.
They both commit atrocities is tired. Okay? That's what's
No, that's
tired.
a fact.
Well,
that's a fact.
That's a fact.
Okay, go ahead, Cenk.
Yeah, well, he lives on a different planet. Okay, so first the genocide thing. Let me just finish that real quick,
and then live on a different planet.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So first of all, just finishing up the genocide real quick. Every genocide defender who says the same thing, and I don't mean it in a personal way, guys. I just mean that the Serbs literally at the International Criminal Court said, well, we didn't target them because they're Muslims. We targeted them because they were there and they were against us. The Turks said, we didn't target them because they're Armenians. It's because they struck us first and they did this rebellion and they were killing Turkish civilians. What the hell were we supposed to do? We had to move them and we had to kill them. So we had a right to defend ourselves. You're mirroring exactly what every defender of a genocide says. You're moving them, you're killing them, and you're targeting Palestinians. That is a genocide.
America target Germans.
Okay, so hold on. I haven't even. That's just a quick point on genocide. I didn't even get to the actual thing because he's making a point about.
Your mate doesn't agree with the word genocide.
Okay,
it's
I don't
a difference
care.
between.
Okay, so I don't care at all. Okay, so there's a lot we don't agree on. He's a libertarian and progressive. So
we disagree on everything. It's just this is so terrible. We agree on this.
Yes. Over 85% of Palestinians have been displaced. There's 1.1 million people starving to death, and you still can't see it. And that's what's amazing about bias, that you look at how they have killed over 33,000 people. Okay, say 6,000 is a must, say 9,000 is a must. You still have 25,000 dead women and children, and you go, what atrocities? They have kill zones. Why did they kill the 3 Israeli hostages? Because they were in a kill zone. In a kill zone, they murder everyone in the kill zone. There's sniper bullets in kids' heads because they were in a kill zone. They've killed more journalists than all other conflicts this year combined. They've killed 3 times the amount of humanitarian aid workers. The World Central Kitchen, they murdered those people. There was a 6-year-old who was stuck. They told the IDF, we are going to get her. The IDF said, okay. The IDF goes and finds her. They'd already killed her, the rest of her family members in that car. They then killed not only the 6-year-old girl, but everyone in the ambulance that came to rescue them. And you're saying you can't see a single Israeli atrocity?
There's another story as well. See, I see Sagar there, and he's part of a show called Breaking Points. They actually covered a story. It was unbelievable. There was 3 Red Crescent trucks driving around with their lights on, with their hazards on. They're like Red Cross, like Red Crescent, just goods trying to help people out that are dying. They're crossing a checkpoint. Israelis literally opened fire at them, killed all of them. And they literally lied about them, saying that, oh, these guys were just Hamas. We didn't know what they were doing. They had their lights off. We were scared, blah, blah, blah. They opened fire on all of them, killed all of them. And then not only did they bury them in a mass grave, they buried the trucks in them, the ambulance trucks as well. And just buried it all in a ditch, covered it up. Later on, other crew members came to find out. They're like, where did they go? What happened? And then when they went to bury the bodies out so that they could, bury them somewhere else, they found one of them had a phone on him and he recorded the whole thing. And all of it was a lie. And they basically got proven that Israelis just opened fire on them for no reason. Literally killed all the humanitarian workers and just dug them up in a grave, them and their trucks, just to hide the evidence. That's the only reason why you would do that. They know exactly what they're doing and they know they could get away with it.
And one last thing,
What
they have kept these people.
ratio would you
Hold on,
accept?
hold on, hold on.
What ratio
Hold on,
would you
hold on,
accept?
hold on.
It's the last
And
point,
the
and we
last
also have to take a
atrocity
break.
is
Okay.
keeping 5.5 million Palestinians prisoners. And Prager says, oh, not 75 years, only 57 years we've kept these people prisoners. And think about the absurd claims that you guys are making.
A member of the United States military who teaches at West Point said that Israel has been the most moral army in urban warfare that he has ever You laugh at him.
did
That's
write it.
correct.
I
That's
read
right.
it.
You're allowed to laugh at him.
Okay, you can
He
write
did
anything
write
you
it,
like.
and
I'm
so
saying it is
and
the
so
truth.
did the head Kemp, Richard Kemp, the head of all British forces in Afghanistan, said that Israel, the IDF, is the most moral army he has ever encountered.
Every president of my lifetime, Trump might be an exception to this, I'm not sure, but everyone else wanted a two-state solution, including, believe it or not, George W. Bush. After 9/11, Colin Powell, who was the wisest member of the George W. Bush administration, I don't think anyone would argue against that, he still sold the war in Iraq, even though he didn't believe in it, so he'll have to talk to his maker about that.
Massacres don't happen by accident. Ambulances don't end up buried under sand because of confusion. Civilians don't get shot in the head by mistake. Gaza isn't a war zone. It's a kill box built on lies, managed by cowards, protected by the rotting shell of what used to be democracy. Every bullet, every grave, every cover-up is just another crack in the mask. And now the mask is falling off.
The next clip is ready below. Welcome to Aftershow Carnage.